Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Nicholas Sorsa with the Amateur Bowlers Tour Denver branch. We're here once again in AMF Broadway lanes in Littleton in a little bit of a snowstorm, but we've had a decent turnout in terms of weather. We did okay. Our first match today is going to feature our fifth seed, Sean Hamrock, making his first appearance with us in the top five out of Littleton, Colorado. He's taking on Gideon Spar of Denver. Gideon's one of my champions. Gideon's won 3 titles. His last one at Western Bowl in Arvada. He's been with us for 6 years. Okay, this is going to be match number 1. Gideon is elected to lead. And as soon as we get some color bars up, we're going to rock and roll. Weather was fun today.
They've called Greg here to try to get the scoreboard.
Get about 45 minutes north of here. There's absolutely nothing on the ground. Further south you get, it gets ugly. So Parker, Castle Rock, Colorado Springs, Monument, all those places down there, they're having all kinds of fun. We're kind of in the middle. We probably got 3-4 inches and it's still coming down, but we got through the tournament. Everybody's here, everybody's safe, so everything's good to go. Okay, screens are coming up, color bars are coming up, and we are ready to go. Again, this is our fourth seeded player, Gideon Spar out of Denver. All right, starts off with a nice shot, leaves strike. Okay. This weekend we're on the Team USA Tokyo pattern, a 43-foot sport pattern. Although with this surface, it actually played very, very easy in comparison to this same pattern on other surfaces. Cut was right around 100, which for us is a little high. Also had one of our members this week, Zach Stone out of Fort Carson, shot 299. 299. Excellent effort, both good all weekend. He's getting ready to go up to Seattle, both Seattle Masters. I hear that's one heck of a tournament. Guys up there do a great job. Okay, Sean Hamrock, your first look at him out of Littleton, makes a spare. And Sean's going to have a 15-pin advantage in handicap over Gideon. And whoever does not advance on this first match with 5% of the megapot is going to take home $291. Now it's going to go, yep, a little high. Lanes are starting to open up and break down, so Sean's going to have to make a move here with his feet. Again, Sean hasn't been bowling with us just about a year, but a typical, and don't mean this in any disrespect, but pretty much has only bowled in the league, so he's a house shot bowler learning to bowl on tournament patterns, and actually he's really starting to get it together. He's made a couple cuts recently, and he's throwing the ball much, much better. Very nice. Not an easy spare, 3, 6, 9, 10. So he's got 16 in a first with a spare, and with a double, Gideon can eat up some of that handicap. Nice. Real nice and easy. Let the lane take the ball into the pocket. Good rotation. Gideon is our token lefty today. You know, we do have to let lefties in every once in a while, or ladies every once in a while. The ladies scare the men because they almost always kick their butt, but that's the way it goes. Not that many lefties participated this weekend, so typically if Gideon finds a shot, it's not going to change much, and he gets lined up, he can throw strikes forever. So, and he's doing just that right out of the gate with the first 3. So he's already eaten up that 15 pins of handicap that he was spotting Sean, so now Sean's got to go get him. Oh, that's going to go left. Oh, it's sat. Look at that. Must have got in, made an adjustment with his feet, got in, caught a little bit of oil, got the ball to go down the lane. It was an excellent play. So he's got 36 in the second, strike in the third. Let's see if he can double and get close. Again, Sean does his league bowling out of AMF Littleton lanes, which is only a couple miles south and east of here. Oh, Looks like 21 is hooking a little bit more for him than 22. He did make that same move on that lane, but the ball still wanted to go. Leaves himself a 5-pin. Hey, his dad's got money. He'll pay for it. I'm telling you. Come on. Terry's in the back already checking to see what his credit limit is on his American Express card. All right. Follows through nicely, makes a spare. Okay. All that pressure's off. All right, 56 in the third with a spare in the fourth. I just got to hope Gideon can stop carrying here, give him a chance to get back in this match. Sometimes that just doesn't happen. Mm-hmm. Agreed. Oop. Yeah, that was a little bit too far outside, yep. Leaves himself to 3-5-6. People find the strangest things in bowling centers sometimes. All right, Gideon. I don't know. Nope, didn't think so. A little bit too fast. So he goes 7-2 in the fourth. He's got 85 flat. With a spare and a strike, Sean will have 76. That's 9 pins or 11 pins. So he's still up 6, I believe. So he got right back into the match with that open by Gideon. Much better. Oh, will it hold? Oh, he goes high, but he does kick out to 4. Just leaves himself to 6-10. Ruben Marquez, general manager here at AMF Broadway, is now on his way to Dallas. He's going to school with Bowlmore AMF. So lucky duck him. It's probably 85 there. And here it's about 28 and snowing. So I hate Ruben. Oh, just a little bit high. All right. Leaves himself to 3-6-10. He's still up 3 pins if he can convert this spare. Hold. Nah. Hooked up chops with 3 off to 3-6-10. Gives him 81 in the fifth open. Puts him down 9 pins. Still anybody's game. Will it hold? Oh, but he got a break. All right. That's the Clyde Holman shot right there. Yeah, if he gets that close. All right. 6 frame for Gideon Spar. Working on a spare. Better ball speed. Will he? Oh, bad break. 7-9 on a light mixer. If he gets one, then I'll give him 112 in the sixth. And once again, Sean has jumped up to like a 3-pin lead with his handicap. Okay, get one. Attaboy. All right. 112 in the sixth open. Sean's up 4 pins. He can increase that lead to 14 with a double when he gets up. And Gideon's up in frame number 7 of our first match here at AMF Littleton. Next week's our year-end event at Holiday Lanes in Lakewood, and we're going to feature what might be our national pattern for our February Winter National at the new bowling stadium at South Point. Another 43-foot pattern, but it was developed by the national staff in Utah. Ooh, that could have carried. And we'll give that a shot, see how that plays for our year-end event. That'll be a lot of fun. All right, leaves himself to 10. Should be very easy for a left-hander. And makes the conversion. Okay, so we got 112 and a 6 with a spare and a 7th. Sean with a slight lead at this point, but can increase that lead to 14 with a double. Be nice to see him get a double here, jump out, give himself a little bit of breathing room so he can relax a little bit. Oh, well, you know, if you're going to carry Brooklyn and it works, why move? That's my theory. That's a huge shot, though. He can increase the lead now to 24 with another one. And he's up in frame number 8 of match number 1. Winner of this match will come up against our 3rd seed, Chris Haydorn of Henderson, Colorado. Ooh. Didn't make the move. Looked like it was going to be high, but it just hooked a little bit too much at the end, leaving himself to 6, 7, 10. And Chris is a 2-time master champion. His last title at Holiday, so you know where he'll be next week. All right, gets his 2. 136 in the 8th with an open. 136 open in the 8th. Want to mark here, get in. It's pretty much a scratch match. And don't say it. Don't say the T word. Uh-oh. Didn't have to. Comes up late, leaves himself to 3-7. All right, Gideon trying to convert to 3-7. And no. Oh, got a nice kick off the back curtain, but couldn't get it to convert. So he is 160, I'm sorry. He is 139 open in the 8th to Sean's 136 open in the 8th. So Sean now has a 12-pin lead. That looks pretty good. Nice shot. Okay. He needed that one. Gives himself a strike in the foundation frame. Sean really needs to do the same thing to protect himself. Big frame for Sean. Let's see how he handles it. Nice ball. Excellent shot. Best shot he's thrown all match, and he needed it right there. Both bowlers with strikes in the 9th, and showing up 12 pins with his handicap. You can actually lock this up with a double. So big 10th frame for Sean Hamrock, making his first appearance with us in the top 5. Oh, he gets a big break. Ball crossed over. Goes Brooklyn. Gives him a key double. If he can do it one more time, he's going to be the winner of our first match. Ooh, that was a good shot. Leaves himself to 10, but you know, that still might be enough. 185 scratch with 37. .222. Oh, in the ditch. He made it. All right. 222 with handicap for Sean. Gideon can punch out for 199, giving him 221. So that 9 count on the second ball was enough. So Sean Hamrock is your winner of match number 1. Sean's going to move up to meet Chris Haydorn in match number 2. We'll watch Gideon finish right here. Gideon's going to finish 5th today with 5% of the megapot at $291. Little light. Oh, can't carry out the 3. Well, Sean has defeated one of our 3 champions in the top 5 today. He's going to have his hands full with Mr. Haydorn. Okay, fill ball for Gideon. And gets the kick when he needs it. 179 scratch, 201 with handicap. And again, Sean Hamrock will move on to take up our 3rd-seeded player, Chris Haydorn of Henderson. And we'll step aside, let Chris take some practice shots. Again, you're watching the Amateur Bowlers Tour Denver branch at AMF Littleton Lanes. And we'll be with you in just a moment. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is match number 2 of our stair-step finals here at AMF Broadway Lanes in Littleton, Colorado. Winner of our first match, Sean Hamrock, is going to lead this match. Chris Haydourn, our number 3-seeded player, is elected to have him lead. He's going to spot him 23 pins handicap. Let's see if Sean can get lane 21 figured out here. A little bit better. Good shot. Okay, made an adjustment. Came up a little light. Leaves himself 7 pin. Okay, good follow through. All right. Barely got there, but barely works. All right, so we got 9 spare in the first. This will be your first look at Chris Haydourn, again out of Henderson, Colorado. Henderson, just a little bit, if I remember correctly, northeast of Denver. Up in the Brighton area. Nice shot, good rotation. Little light, leaves himself the 8 pin. Chris has won 2 master titles with us, both at Holiday Lanes, and that's where we're going to be next week. So I think we'll definitely see Chris next week, and maybe you'll see him in the top 5 once again. All right. Both bowlers with 9 spare. Plenty of room. And he carries. All right. So you got 20 in the first with a strike up for Chris. And frame 2 coming up for Sean. All right, 10 pin for Sean. All right, good spare conversion by Sean. So he's got 19 in the first with a spare. Chris 20 in the first with a strike. So 22 pin lead after 2 frames. Oop, just a little bit high. Leaves himself the 3-6. All right. Okay, 8 spare gives him 37 in a second. Spare up. Chris can eat into some of that handicap with a double here in the 3rd frame. I'd like to give a shout out to Ronnie Holtz Jr. of Centennial. Just missed the top 5 by 1 pin. Ronnie's been really practicing. Had a good weekend and just missed. And Jody Santorelli also missed by just 3 pins. Jody also had a good tournament this weekend. All right, Chris gets that double. He's cut the lead to a mark. He can pretty much make it a even match with the 3-bagger. Ooh, All right, 10 pin. Okay. Good shot at the 10 pin, gives him 69 in the third with a spare up. So he's eaten 12 of those 23 pins up, so he's only down 11. Frame 4 for Sean Hamrock. Oh, crossed over, but leaves himself to 6-10. Gives him 55 in the third. His lead is now down to 9, and that's if he converts his spare. All right. Attaboy. Okay. Converts to 6-10, so he's 55 in the third, spare in the fourth. Up 9 pins with his handicap through 4 frames. Okay, the bowler in this match that does not advance will take home 4th place money. Again, with 5% of the mega pot, they'll take home $341 for 4th. Ooh, he let that one go wide. Yep. Come on. Oh, almost got a break. Thought he's going to take the 4 into the 2, but leaves himself to 2-4-10. Very makeable spare. Or a split if he can get the ball to go across the lane. Oh, he's going the other way. Kind of reverse hooked the ball, but never gave himself a chance. But he does get 2. So he's got 81 in the 5th open. If Chris can get a mark here in the 5th frame, he will take the lead. Oh, little high. Leaves himself to 3-6. He converts his spare. He'll be up 3 pins. Again, Chris gets 14. Sean gets 37. Okay, good spare. Hard and straight at it. So he's got 87 in the 4th, spare in the 5th. Right now, Chris sitting 3 pins ahead, halfway through match number 2. Nice shot. Okay. Nice ball. Very nice. Okay, striking his 6th also. Still down just 3 pins. Can take a 7-pin lead with a double. Frame number 7 for Sean. Nice, light mixer for a double. Takes a 7-pin lead. Chris can answer right back with a double of his own, get his 10-pin back, take that 3-pin back, lead it once again. Right now, Sean is up 7. Will he get a break? Yes, he does. Back-to-back doubles. So he now retakes the lead by 3 pins, can increase it to 13 with a 3-bagger. And he's up in frame number 8. Ooh, ow. 4-6. Needs to get to 1. He's on a double. 1 pin means 2, and that can mean everything. So stay focused, get your 1. Still have 2 frames to go. Hard and straight at the 6. All right. So Chris has 163 in the 8th open. Sean can actually get into this match scratch with another strike here. That's going to go left. Nope, it stayed. Goes high flush, kicks out the 410 for a 3-bagger. Luck is on this gentleman's side right now, early. We'll see how long that can last. So he's just about caught Chris scratch, which means he's up almost 20 pins with 2 frames to go. Another key frame here, 9th frame, and he's on a 3-bagger. Nice ball. 4-bagger for Sean. And almost put this out of reach. Chris can punch for 223, giving him 237. Sean's already got 208 with his handicap going into the 10th. So Chris needs everyone to make it a match. There's one. Good shot. Okay. He answers back with that key strike in the 9th, giving himself a mathematical chance. But again, he needs them all. You can give him 223. And with handicap 237. Nice ball. So he answers with the first one in the 10th, but he's got to keep going. Knows he needs every one. Nice shot. All right. Okay, one more gives him 223, 237 with handicap. Again, the match is in Sean's hands, but one little mistake. That's all it's going to take, and Chris can advance. Nice finish. All right. 4-bagger at the end for Chris Haydorn after that 4-6. Otherwise, he would have had 6 or 7 in a row. 237 with his handicap. Big ball here for Sean. Wow. As solid as some of his shots have been today, that was an excellent shot. That's going to be enough to go around Chris Haydorn. Chris again will finish in 4th place today. $341. Sean is now going to move up to our second seeded player, Scott Warner. Scott's one of our newer members out of Highlands Ranch. Only his 3rd or 4th tournament, first time in the top 5. 4, 6, 7, but thank God he didn't need it. So with 2-pin conversion, he'll shoot 217 scratch, 254 with handicap. And he does just that. All right, good game for Sean, 217 scratch, 254 with handicap. He's going to move on to take on our second seed, Scott Warner, out of Highlands Ranch. Again, you're watching the ABT here at AMF Broadway Lanes in Littleton, and we'll see you in just a moment. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is match 3. And this match features our 5th seed, Sean Hamrock, taking on our 2nd seed, Scott Warner. Scott is elected to have Sean lead the match. This is a 1-pin difference in handicap. So again, basically scratch match, and he has elected to have Sean lead. Yeah, the bowler does not advance out of this match, takes home 10% of the mega pot, plus 3rd place money for $557. Whoa. Well, you know, if you're going to leave something really ugly, you might as well do it in frame number 1. So get 3. Yeah, get 3 on this and regroup. If you're going to do it, this is the frame to do it. Gets his 3. Okay, so he's 8 pins open in frame number 1. And this is our first look at Scott Warner. Scott out of Highlands Ranch, and believe it or not, Scott used to be a professional tennis player. Actually played at Wimbledon, and until recently had the longest match as far as when they go to tiebreakers and you have to win by 2. Whoever his opponent was at the time, they set the record for the longest match until it got beat a couple years ago. Nice start for Scott. All right, so an early lead for Scott, and can increase that with a double here in frame number 2. Scott making his first appearance with us in the top 5, and only the 2nd time he's cashed, but his cashing ratio is pretty good. It's either 2 cashes in 4 tournaments or 2 cashes in 3 tournaments, which is excellent. Yep, a little light, mixes some pins around, but leaves a 2. Warming up to our right out of camera range is our tournament leader, Dennis Glover, out of Parker. Dennis, one of my floor directors. Been in the club since God was young. 21 years, 10 titles. Last one at Arapahoe Bowl in Greenwood Village. Oh, Scott misses a 2-pin to the left. Gives him 28 in the 2nd, and Sean can jump right back in and tie the match scratch. Will only be down 1 with handicap. That was a costly mistake. Easy spare. And he comes right back, which is what he should do. Big ball, frame number 2. Now he can increase the lead with a double. That's what a good bowler does. Your opponent gives you an opening, and you go get aggressive and you attack, and you take advantage of that opening. Frame 3 for Sean Hamrock. Excellent shot. Big double. Here we go. So now he should be up 9 pins. Yeah, this could be, if Sean can keep going, it'll be 2 weeks in a row that we've had a bowler have to win 4 matches going up the ladder and beating all his opponents to win. John Bang last week out of Longmont won his first title doing that. Sean Hamrock looking to do the same. Oop. Oh, a tremendous break. Kicks out the 6, 7, 10. Yes. Scott's caught. Yeah, I'm digging that. Holy mackerel. Glover couldn't have done that any better.
Yeah, that is true.
All right, let's see if he can get right back in this thing with a double of his own. You know, plenty of room. Doesn't quite come back. Leaves himself to 1, 2, 4 fence. And again, this move for those of you right-handers at home, it's a simple adjustment with your feet to the right. Use your strike line and let the ball go across, taking out all 3 pins with the ball. He does just that. Good spare shot. All right, so that gives Scott 48 in the third, spare in the fourth. And again, Sean on a double can increase that lead with a strike here in frame number 4. Nice shot. Looks like he's lined up now. So starts out with a Greek church, gets 8 pins total, frame 1, then comes right back and throws 3 good shots for a 3-bagger. Can take almost a 20-pin lead with another one. Actually, can take almost a 30-pin lead with another one. So he can get some distance here early. Light mixer carries. He's got everything going for him now. High flush on one side, light mixer on the other. 4-bagger for Sean Hamrock to take over a 30-pin lead in this match. And actually, that's what you want to do with somebody that's making a top 5 appearance for the first time. He's a little nervous to start with, but you go at him hard and get a big lead on him and get him out of the match psychologically. This could be an easy win for Sean to get into the championship match. Scott, a little high, gets lucky, only leaves himself to 6-10. So he's got 65 in the fourth, working on a spare. All right, changes equipment. Nice spare. Okay. So 66 in the fourth, spare in the fifth for Scott. See if he can throw a couple strikes together here and get himself back in this match. And now he's down 31. Well, he got a break. Got a huge break. I had left the 4-7-10 again, but kicked out the 6-7-10, kicked out the 6 and the 7, leaving himself a 10-pin only, giving him 85 in the fifth. Okay. Good conversion on that 10-pin, so he's got 85 in the fifth, spare in the sixth.
Surprises my family and live in ground game.
Sean looking for 5 in a row. Oh, Bo's inside. Yep. Oh! Wow, when you are hot, you are hot. Open 5-bagger for Sean Hamrock. Oh, my Lord. Ball was inside when he let it go, and bowling gods are with Sean today. Going for the 6-pack. Gave it a little bit more room. Very good shot. All right. Open 6-bagger for Sean. This match is quickly getting out of the way for Mr. Scott Warner. He really needs to start putting something together here. And Scott was telling me the other day he's looking at when he turns 50 to get back into tennis. He wants to get out and participate again in the senior tour, the Masters tour, in the tennis circuit. Came back with a nice shot there, giving him 105 in the sixth with a strike. He can still shoot 225 scratch if he goes off the sheet. Can make Sean think about it, but as lucky as Sean's been, I don't think it's going to be enough. Yes, good light mixer, gives himself a double. Atta boy. All right, gives him a little bit of life here. Nice shot. Very good. Sean has thrown some excellent shots, and then he's let some get away from him, but he's been very, very lucky. But these last two shots were just absolutely smoked. He could actually go off the sheet for 279 scratch, giving him 316. I think that'll win most matches. 100 pins over his average. Excellent shot. He's got it going now. He's in killer mode. This match is just about over. In fact, 225, 260, it is over. He has just put on an absolute display of good shots and good fortune. So he's going to wind up taking him into the championship match, starting out with a Greek church, but staying focused and throwing a nice string of strikes here. Scott with a good run of his own. He's got 3 in a row now. He can still shoot 260 plus with his handicap, but unfortunately Sean in the clubhouse is already at 255. Basically all Sean has to do is show up. He can go open in the first, open in the 10th, and still win. Didn't put much on that ball. Left himself the 1-2-4-10 washout. Well, if he does happen to go spare strike, he can shoot 201 scratch, 239 with handicap. Yeah, most cases that score will win most match plays, but he did get 2 out of that. So 187 scratch, 225 with handicap, but it's not going to be enough. Sean Hamrock coming up the ladder, finishing strong. He's going to meet our tournament leader, Dennis Glover, out of Parker. We'll watch Sean finish up, and then we'll step aside, and we'll get ready for our championship match. Okay, good ball. Leaves himself 4-pin, a little bit high. If he goes spare strike, he can shoot 257, 294 with handicap. Scott goes home in 3rd place today with 10% of the Megapod, $557. So a good payday for Scott in his first appearance in the top 5 with us. Hey, Sean makes a spare. First spare of the match, of his match. 257 with a strike, 294. Nice finish. 257, 294, and Sean Hamrock is moving up the ladder. He's going to take on our tournament leader, Dennis Glover, in just a moment. Again, you're watching the ABT here at AMF Broadway Lanes in Littleton, and we're going to step aside right now, and we'll be back in just a moment. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is our championship match here at AMF Littleton Lanes, or AMF Broadway Lanes in Littleton. I'll get that right. Okay, Sean Hamrock coming up the ladder, taking on tournament leader Dennis the Glover out of Parker, Colorado. Dennis, longtime ABT member, 21 years, 10 titles. Only a 2-pin difference in handicap. Dennis's advantage. Dennis is trying to end an extremely long drought. Last title, I think, was back in 13 at Arapahoe Bowl in Greenwood Village, just south and east of here. But he had 11 bonus pins. That means he hasn't cashed in 14 consecutive singles tournaments. That is a drought. No other way to put it. But he bowled very well this weekend. Qualified well in qualifier to make the semis and bowled very good in the semis. Whoop, chops the 3 off the 3-6-10. So starts out 8 open just like Sean did in the other match. Let's see if Dennis can kind of do the same thing, stay focused and throw some good shots. Second place today with 20% of the Megapod is $1,064, and our winner today is going to take home $2,028. Frame one for Sean. Not high. Ooh, leaves himself to 3-9-10. Not an easy spare for a right-hander. Both bowlers a little bit of nerves. This is the last match. A lot riding on this other than money. Sean looking for his first title. And Dennis trying to get back in the winner's circle after almost 2 years. Okay, reverse looks good. Oh, actually goes around both. Leaves himself, just takes out the 3, leaving the 9-10. So both bowlers are 8 open in frame number 1. So Dennis still maintains that 2-pin lead in handicap. Well, I looked inside. Yep. High again, but carries. His luck continues. Oh, my goodness. Oh. We're going to have to start handing out vomit bags to our spectators. Okay, frame 2 for Dennis. Oh, he also crosses over and he carries a Brooklyn. So, okay, 8 open, runaway Brooklyn, high Brooklyn. Both bowlers have open strike. Well, if this is any indication of how this match is going to go. And those of you out there, Mr. Stepniak, if you have that T word in the back of your mind, just put it away. Let's not even think about it. Frame number 3. Nice shot. Okay, comes back, got away with one, and packs one. That's what you need to do. But Dennis right now, a 12-pin advantage. Sean can cut it back down to 2 with a double of his own. No matter what happens today, Sean has really, really done well. First time in the top 5, bowled very well. Whoop. Ah, just a little bit too high, leaves himself the big 4. 4, 6, 7, 10. He's on a strike, so again, pin count's very important. 2 pins here means 4. And as close as this match is, handicap-wise, handicap difference-wise, get to 2 and move on. No. Nope. Lost a little bit of focus there. Goes 6 out. Gives him 30 in the 3rd. He just step back a little bit, take a deep breath, refocus on what he's got to do. Oh, that's going to be high. Run away. He carries again. All right. Luck might keep him in this match, ladies and gentlemen. But Dennis with an early lead here and can increase that lead with a 3-bagger. Dennis's home house is Arapahoe Bowl in Greenwood Village. Nope, didn't like that. That was short. But he got lucky, left himself the 3-pin. Spare conversion here will give him 57 1/3 with a spare in the 4th. It'll be a 27-pin lead, 29-pin lead with his 2 pins handicap. Okay, good spare conversion. So Dennis Glover, 57 1/3, spare in the 4th. 29-pin lead at this point, going into frame number 5. Once again, he's a little high, leaves himself to 6-10. He has to be careful here. The way Dennis throws the ball, 6 chop off to 10 is a real possibility. All right, good conversion. All right, so he's got 75 in the 4th, spare in the 5th. Sean, get back in this match, needs to throw a couple strikes here. 30 in the 3rd with an open strike in the 4th. All right. Nice ball. Okay. Boy, Sean really needed that. So he's got a double. 30 in the 3rd with a double. Cut the lead to single digits with another one right here. I had a feeling this match is going to go back and forth, and that's exactly what it looks like it's doing early here in the championship match. All right, frame number 6. Excellent shot. There he goes. I think he's schizophrenic. One ball, he looks horrible, and then he comes back and throws some great shots.
6, 7, 10.
All right, Dennis. Frame 6. Oh, did almost the same thing Sean did over there. 4, 6, 7. Needs to get 2. All of a sudden, this match has gotten very close. Gets his 2, which he's supposed to do. So he's got 101 in the 6th open. Needs to respond here in frame number 7. Sean has the lead at this point. No, he let that one get wide. Nope, never made it back. Leaves himself to 1, 2, 4. But he is on an open, so that count didn't hurt. But he needs to convert this spare and refocus for the last couple frames here. Right now, this match is in Sean's court. It could be 2 weeks in a row we have bowlers climbing the ladder for their first title. Okay, Dennis makes the conversion. He's got 101 in the 6th, spare in the 7th. Frame 7, Sean Hamrock. That's going to go left. Oh, unbelievable. Unbelievable. This kid's going to buy me lottery tickets. I don't care what happens. My Lord. Unbelievable. He goes from 6 open on a big 4 to a 4-bagger. Incredible. You know, when it's your day, it's your day. And this is his day. Frame number 8 for Sean. Let's see if he can throw a real good shot here. High flush. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. He has taken advantage of every break he's gotten, and that's why, in case anything changes, he's going to win his first title. Unbelievable. He's only really had 2 shots that could have hurt him, but his carry on some pretty bad shots have been extraordinary. Oh, yeah. Dennis looked like it went just a little bit high, but again, he goes a little high and leaves the Greek church. Sean goes high and kicks out for a 4 or 5 bagger, and that's just the way it goes. So at count, Dennis is going to have 120 open in the 8th. Okay, so he's got 124 in the 8th. And the best Dennis can do right now is 184 scratch. Sean's already got 150 with 2 frames to go. Good mix. Okay. It's all right. Gets that strike in the 9th. But ladies and gentlemen, this weekend is all about Sean Hamrock. Goes 185, 217, 257. They're scratch scores. He's going to throw another deuce in this match. Frame number 9. And got to break. Would have left the 7-10. Pin comes across the deck and takes out the 10. And that's just the way it's been. That's the story of Sean in these 4 matches this afternoon.
Snuck in by a pin, the semis, and
Sparrow give him 169 in the 8th, spare in the 9th. Oop. Gave it a little bit too much room, but I don't think it's really going to matter. 177 open in the 9th. And again, the best that Dennis can do is 184. So realistically, 8 or 9 pins, and this match is over. Now, actually, to win, he's going to have to mark. He can go 9 out. Dennis could strike out the tie. Yeah, I said it, Joe. I said it. But it doesn't matter, Mr. Stepniak. Sean Hamrock goes up the ladder, winning his first ABT title in $2,028. This match is over. Dennis is going to finish. Sean's going to finish. When we come back, we're going to go down and talk to Sean Shamrock Hamrock. Lucky boy that he is. And again, you're watching the ABT here at AMF Broadway Lanes in Littleton, Colorado Sports TV, and we'll be back in just a moment. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with Sean Hamrock, our new ABT champion here at AMF Broadway Lanes in Littleton. Sean goes up the ladder, wins 4 matches, and I tell you what, if any of you play the lottery, I'll give you his phone number. Powerball, Mega Ball, it don't matter, your local state tournament. Just send Sean your money. He'll go buy the tickets. I guarantee you're a winner. Sean, great job.
Thank you so much.
With the Mega Pot today, you get $2,028 in your first win. 4 matches. Excellent.
It was a pleasure.
We were talking off camera to Sean, and we're saying the real good bowler, the seasoned bowler, when you do make a mistake or you get a bad break, you got to come right back, stay focused. Sean did exactly that. The one match he starts out at Greek Church, gets 8 pins, and then throws 6, 7, 8 in a row, whatever it was, and just really takes the guys out of the game. And that's what's so important. For your first time in the top 5, I thought you threw the ball probably as good as some of our master bowlers that have been with me for 10, 15 years. You did exactly what they did. And that's a compliment to your game.
Thank you.
So how you feeling right now?
It was exciting, nervous. I mean, I'm happy. It's just one step at a time. I just kept thinking, if I win this next one, I'm just one step closer. And then win the next one, there's a lot of thoughts going through my mind, but I didn't want to overthink it.
But the guy that was leading was the guy you wanted, right?
Yeah, I did kind of want to get Dennis. He's always picking on me, so.
Dennis picks on everybody.
Yeah.
You know that.
I feel like he singles me out, but he's a great guy. I'm glad to win, though.
He singles everybody
I
out.
know.
You know. That's why we call him the things that we call him, and we can't say on camera. But no nerves, even though your dad was in the back freaking out. Did you see the hole that he wore in the rug back there?
No, I did not.
But it was a great effort. It really was. And a couple of your buddies made the cut this week too.
Yeah, it's fun.
Which is cool.
It's really a great sport. I mean,
Yeah,
it's for
it
everyone.
is, especially when you win.
That helps. It helps.
It really does. All right. New champion, Sean Hamrock. What a deal, huh? $2,038. Next week, we're at Holiday Lanes for our year-end event. Then we're going to take a week off for Christmas, a week off for our doubles event. We'll see you in about 3 weeks, but don't forget, tune in next week. Again, you're watching us here on ColoradoSports.TV. I'm Nick Lasorsa with the Amateur Bowlers Tour in Denver with my new champion, Sean Hamrock out of Littleton. Have a safe trip home for those of you in inclement weather. Otherwise, we'll see you next week.